Hello my fellow book addicts, Megan here, and time for another book review. Today I'm going to be talking about Vanish by Sophie Jordan. And this is book 2 in the Firelight series. So, since this is a sequel, I can't really say much without giving spoilers, so I'm just going to go right into the spoiler bit. So if you have not read Firelight yet, I suggest you go read it. It was awesome, I really enjoyed it, and I really enjoyed the sequel too. It's definitely worth a read. Without further ado, spoiler time. So yeah, that's pretty serious. That is a big no-no, revealing yourself to hunters. So yeah, Jacinda is kinda in deep crap right now. And unfortunately, the hunters do manage to catch up to them, but you know, they're confused. They never knew that Draki could take on human form, so they're like, what is going on? And they're mad and confused. So they catch up to them, and you know, there's about this epic showdown that's about to go on. But something really amazing happens. Tamra actually manifests. So she is not, you know, a defunct Draki like the whole Pride thought she was, like she thought she was. Which is kind of funny, because in the last book, Jacinda kind of tries to lightheartedly say, maybe you're a late bloomer. You know, maybe she can still manifest and she just hasn't yet for whatever reason. And look at now, she was right. And not only did Tamra manifest, apparently she is a super rare type of Draki, which is called a shader. And a shader can basically produce this mist, which can wipe memories from humans' minds. So they're pretty valuable. And the Pride shader is pretty old, and the whole Pride is terrified when she dies because they'll be exposed to anything that happens by, and that's dangerous. So now another shader has popped up. So Tamra managed to shade the memories of all the hunters, somehow, and everyone manages to get back to the Pride safely, though, yeah, they're pretty mad at Jacinda and Jacinda's mom. I'm pretty sure if Jacinda and, now by default, Tamra were normal everyday Draki, they wouldn't have tried so hard to find them, because they're everyday Draki. But since Jacinda is, you know, the important fire breather, the first one in generations, they want to keep her safe because she is a valuable weapon. And, you know, will be the mother of more valuable weapons when the time comes. And now they have Tamra. They are even going to be less likely to let them get away now. And now, you know, Jacinda and Tamra's mother is all upset because she's like, now they're going to be really breathing down our necks. You're going to have less freedom now because they're going to think you're going to run off. And she's just trying to encourage Jacinda to keep her head down, but don't let them break her. Things will lighten up eventually. And I am so pissed at how the Pride treated them. Like, before, Jacinda was, like, the love and joy of the Pride, pretty much. So many people loved her and were nice to her. And I guess she really found out who her friends and allies were after the fact this happened. Because, yeah, her best friend, Az, was pissed at her for leaving. And especially when she finds out, you know, Jacinda had a thing for a hunter, knowingly. Yeah, she was mad at her for a while, but she did come around. A lot of other people are like, yeah, you're a traitor. We don't like you anymore. And basically the only thing that's keeping Jacinda from, you know, being severely punished is the fact that she's a fire breather. Meanwhile, Tamra's, you know, trying to learn how to be a Draki now, because her first manifestation, and she is getting a lot more attention from the rest of the Pride, because, oh my god, you're actually important now. We should probably pay attention to you and get on your good side. And a lot of people are paying attention to Tamra now, because she's a shader, and god, just, it disgusted me how the Pride was acting around them. Ooh. And especially with the guys like, hey, I want to get with her now because I want to have a shader in my bloodline. It's like, what? And Cassian is trying to do what he can to help them both out, because I guess he's nice. In the last book, you know, Cassian's kind of the lesser of the two evils right now. Apparently his cousin has his eyes set on whichever of the twins Cassian doesn't pick. And since, you know, being a shader and a fire breather are so important, they aren't gonna let either of the twins go without being bonded which is kind of the Draki form of marriage. So poor Jacinda has to deal with like being the black sheep of the pride now, and after a while she's like, no, I want out of here, and she wants to go run off with Will, who stupidly tracked the pride down and actually was found by scouts, and we find out that he is actually immune to Draki powers. Which, you know, I guess would kind of make sense since he has Draki blood in him from his father giving him a transfusion to save him when he was really sick. So, you know, nice to see that there's a little more effect than just him being able to track Draki. I really wanted to punch Cassian's father in the face. He just seemed like a real asshole. Like, a real asshole. Especially at the end. Apparently he sent his daughter, Cassian's younger sister, Miriam, I can't pronounce her name. It's like Miriam or something. She sent her to like spy on Jacinda, and she found out that Jacinda was gonna run away with the hunter, and you know Jacinda's leaving Pride Grounds to meet up with Will, and Miriam is stupid and follows her to kind of gloat before she turns her in. But they run into hunters, and they both get caught. And that was a real page-turner for me. Like, a real page-turner. Because apparently Draki are raised on these, like, nightmares. They are raised to fear these faceless, nightmarish people called Enkos, I think it's pronounced. And they're like the boogeyman of Draki children. They are who the hunters bring captured Draki to, if they don't kill him outright. So they're caught and they're being brought to these people, and before they manage to get there, Will sneakily tries to get them out. Jacinda's trying to encourage Miriam to, go with them and get out to safety. And Miriam is being really stubborn and stupid, and it's just like, no, how can we trust him? How can we trust them? It's like, really, girl, you are stuck in a truck, tied up, going to your certain doom. If you have a chance to get out, you go with it. Yeah, you're going with a hunter, but you are getting out of the truck and you have a chance to escape. Take it! No, she doesn't take it. Jacinda does, and yeah, she's being shuttled off. And Jacinda actually insists on going back to the Pride to, let them know what happened to Miriam. It didn't go too well. She's put on for trial, and goddamn, I wanted to punch Cassian's father in the face. Like I said before, he was such an ass listing off all these crimes, and apparently Jacinda's punishment for those crimes is a wing clipping. And, Jacinda's being, stubborn to the end and refusing to summon her wings. And you know what he does? He threatens Tamra, like, sneakily. Like, oh, well, I may not be able to force you to manifest, but your sister, she's untried. She's still new to this. I'm pretty sure it'll be easy for me to, scare her into manifesting so we can clip her wings instead. It's either you or her. And I'm just like, you asshole. That is just not cool, man. So, Jacinda doesn't want to wish that on her sister because she just managed to, discover the wonders of flight. And she understands, I'm the one who messed up. I can't do that to Tamra. So, right as she's about to get her wings clipped, which, yeah, they could heal, but she may still never be able to fly again, Cassian actually proposes a alternate punishment for Jacinda. If Jacinda agrees to bond with Cassian that very day, she will be spared the wing clipping, and that's what happens. She doesn't really want to bond with Cassian, but it beats having your wings clipped. And I just gotta say, I found the whole bonding ceremony really interesting. I do like how in this book we get more of, like, Draki everyday life. We learn more about how their, like, communities function. And I thought that was interesting. I like learning about things like that. In all books, especially since, like, communities and how they run, even if it's something like werewolves and vampires, they all run differently in each series, and I like learning the background about that, because, I don't know, I'm weird like that. I like learning how, like, people in civilizations and books live their everyday lives, so it was cool seeing some of that background. And yeah, Jacinda yet again tries to escape the Pride. This time with Tamara. Their mother was banished as part of Jacinda's punishment. So it's just her and Tamara now, and they're like, screw this, let's get out of here. Unfortunately, Cassian and his cousin finds out. There's a huge fight between Cassian and his cousin. Once Cassian finds out what Tamara and Jacinda are going to do, he's on board with it. Not only are they escaping, they're going to go and rescue Miriam. And since that's his little sister, hell yeah, he's going to do it. So it's really interesting seeing Cassian and Will not ripping each other's throats out. We end the book with them outside the stronghold of the Encos, and Will has confirmed that Miriam is still alive for now. And, if they're gonna save her, they gotta do it, now. So we don't know what their plan is yet. We only know that they are gonna somehow break in there and save Miriam. So, this book was really good. I found it really hard to put down, and I'm itching to get my hands on the last book right now. There's only 3 books in this series. The next one is the last, obviously, since this is the second. But things I hope to see in the next one. Cassian's father being taken down because he is an asshole and I just want him gone. Miriam getting freed and just the stupid love triangle between Cassian and Will being totally put to rest. And the Pride, changing and not being such assholes. So all in all, this book was awesome. I still recommend this series. And yeah, that's really it for this book review, and I hope to see you guys next time. Keep on reading, my fellow book addicts. Keep on reading.